Hello and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence. And it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Sean. You're just making noises before the show started. So.
So if you watch wrestling, that's Otis from Heavy Machinery. Was it in WrestleMania or something? He made this weird noise. There was like a package and something happened to him and he just goes,
No, he was getting ready for his date. Or he's getting something. I think he was getting ready for his date with Mandy Rose. Uh-huh. And at one point he was getting nervous, so he just goes. Otis is just like this big dude. Yeah, he's like a big slab of beef.
He's a beef man,
but he's very funny. He's
oversized dude.
That's what do you think?
I think that's what he said when he was doing his move, because now there's no crowd. You can hear what he says. And I think he does like the worm.
He does the worm, but they call it the caterpillar because he's fat.
Yeah, because he's a big guy, so he does the word, and then he gets up and he goes, oversized dude, and he just lands on the guy. That's kind of great.
Can I get a shirt that says oversized dude?
Sure. You can get what's the other one of the shirts says ham or something.
It's like ham and fighting or something. It's something to do with ham.
Ham and fighting.
Ham and fighting. The Heavy Machinery story. So yeah, wrestling's good now, guys. You should watch it.
No, wrestling is not good. Wrestling has never been good. But you should, still watch it, whatever. But it's just, don't expect it to be good.
I need you guys to watch it. I need it. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing.
Oh yeah,
making noises. What else have we been doing? Watching movies. Doing yard work. We went to a Target.
Yeah, we had to go get a prescription.
Yeah, went to a Target. We've only, I think the only places we've been since this has been going on is like Target.
And the grocery store.
We stopped at Lowe's. We were at the garden center.
Yeah, for like one day.
For like a minute, and
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
And then and drive through Starbucks. We are following the.
We're staying home.
We've been to it. I think we've been to Sonic.
Yeah.
Been to a Sonic.
Sure.
But you can stay in your car in there. That's great.
Well, that's the thing. You sit in your car.
Stay away from people.
Like tomorrow, we're gonna go get groceries, but we're gonna go pick them up, and then you're just gonna put them in our car.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But I guess just keep staying inside. Don't be stupid like these other people out there. That are
dude, don't fucking you can't protest away a virus. Don't be a fucking moron. Like, open America. Yeah, cool. I mean, you can open it, but that doesn't mean people are going to stop getting sick.
It's also
stop being dumb.
When they talk about opening America, it's like, well, the only places that are going to open are the places that feel safe enough to open. They think they're safe enough to open.
I mean,
it's not every place.
Yeah, and I mean they have they released a plan here for like reopening Colorado. Like, but it's in stages and whatever. But even at like the last stage is where they're talking about office work. They're like, oh, people can go back to their office if they maintain social distancing in the office. That means you have to be 6 feet away from all of your colleagues. My desk isn't even 6 feet away from my colleagues. How the fuck am I supposed to?
Can't do that shit.
Well, I don't work at a call center.
No, I'm just saying in general, like.
Yeah, like if you're a call. Yeah, I mean, most cubes unless you have an office, I do not. Most cubes, or God forbid, if you're in an open plan, you're like literally just sitting next to the person. So how do you maintain social distance? Like. So I'm not going back until all that shit's taken care of.
Yeah, no, figured you'll do your thing, and I think that's going to be the norm as we try to ease back into it. But I don't see it.
I'm not dying for the stock market.
Yeah,
just putting that out there.
No, we're
fuck it.
I mean, thankfully, I've been working from home.
Yeah, you've been working from home for like a bajillion years.
A bajillion years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's it's been helpful, and I think you should definitely follow suit.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah, I know you're smart, and I'm smart, and we're not going to inject ourselves with anti.
Yeah, I'm not going to literally inject myself with disinfectant and or sunlight. If you can figure out how to.
Wait, who's injecting themselves with sunlight?
Who do you think?
Wait,
the sunlight makes it go away. So if we could like somehow get the sunlight inside our bodies.
Did he posit that?
I mean,
you're getting vitamin D from the sunlight.
I don't think that's the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think of that, but like, sure. You know what? Look,
at this point,
I know nobody listening to this show right now is dumb enough to do any of that.
What? Inject themselves with bleach? God, I hope not. Please don't do that.
Yeah, please don't do that. We want you to keep listening. We want you to keep living.
I would love for you to keep living.
Yes.
Continue to live.
Yeah. So don't inject yourself with Clorox. That's
please don't.
Do not be allegedly what the superstar Billy Graham once did.
What did he do?
Inject himself with Clorox.
Oh, dude, don't do that.
Well, that was in his juice days. He was just sticking things anywhere.
No,
sticking I think it was. I don't know. Oh, he's still alive, by the way.
Still alive.
He's superstar Billy Graham has cheated at many instances of death. I remember.
Is he like the Keith Richards of the wrestling world?
There's a lot of those. Let's be honest.
There are so many.
If we're thinking about it, I mean, you got superstar Billy Graham, you got Jake Roberts, you got Ric Flair, you got, so many of those guys that have lived as hard, if not harder than Keith Richards.
Jesus,
I would imagine. Yeah, but superstar Billy Graham's still alive. I know this is. He's not known for being a crazy guy, but I did read that once that he did inject himself with bleach.
Yeah, don't do that.
So yeah, don't do that.
Please don't.
Don't just be smart and maintain social distancing. Mm-hmm. It will work. You know, don't think you're better than.
And I know this sucks.
I know it sucks.
I mean, I don't want to stay home.
No, I don't either. I mean,
I'd love to go to a restaurant. Oh man, do you know how much I'd love to go order a margarita right now?
We have margaritas upstairs.
I know, but I want somebody to like bring it to me.
I can bring it to you.
I know it's not the same.
It's not the same. Do you want me to dress like a waiter and be like?
No, please dress like Baron Corbin.
We're full of wrestling references.
Yeah.
That's what I told you. Wrestling's good now. You can watch.
It's not good.
If you go back and watch it, you'll get all this stuff.
No, I just would like to go. Oh, it's the 8 p.m. howl.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing that
people are howling
now. Fireworks and howling at 8 p.m. Is that just here and across like everywhere?
Apparently, it's everywhere. Woo. Ooh. I don't participate. Ooh. No, I mean, I would just like to be like, hey, we're going to go to dinner. We'd go there and we would sit at a table that doesn't belong to us and eat food. And then somebody else would do those dishes. That would be cool.
I got no problem with doing dishes, though.
I know, but I don't have to cook. There's no pans. There's no...
It's true.
Nothing.
We'll get to it.
Well, we'll get there eventually.
You know, just for the meantime, though, just be safe.
Yep.
And continue to watch things on TV if you can and listen to podcasts and read comic books like us.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Should we do like a Zoom thing?
With who?
I don't know. Like a live Zoom thing where like people could do a Q&A.
I mean, if there's enough people that want to do it. Yeah, there wouldn't be that many people.
Yeah.
You know, from the show that hasn't checked its email.
Probably in a year, yeah.
In a year, because it's, you know, on a different computer that they use now.
Oh, cats are freaked out by the howling.
Mm-hmm. Is that a dog or a man?
It's a man. Probably a child, actually.
That's what happens when you record your podcast at 8 o'clock at night during a quarantine, guys.
Meh.
So I guess, in terms of like, I don't know, things we've done or watched a few movies, you know, some We Hate Movie stuff. Did I watch anything else that was non-WHM?
I watched Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu.
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's only like 6 episodes.
What's the premise of that? Just go ahead and give that to me.
So it's set in 1997, and it is based on a book by Celeste Ng. or I think that's her last name. And it's just like this really, really rich lady who lives in this place called Shaker Heights, Ohio.
That's a real place.
It is a real place. Yeah. And apparently
that's where the Beverly Brothers are from.
Well, that's also where the author is from. So she said it there. So she's from Shaker, and she lives this like perfect life. And then there's this other woman with her daughter, and she's very poor, and she's an artist. And they travel from like place to place to place, so this woman can like do her art. And it's just about the conflict between them. And there's, you know, what is really a mother, and there's this secret and that secret. And then there's all the kids, and the kids hate each other, and they hate the parents, and it's a whole thing.
Sounds very nebulous.
There was a little bit too much.
Did you read the book beforehand?
No, I haven't read the book. For me, now I don't know if it all plays out this way in the book, but for me, there's a little bit too much like convenience. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you knew that person who just happens to know that person who has this secret with that other person. Oh man, now you're all connected. And I hate shit like that. I hate shit like that.
I wish I would have one instance in my life where everything is connected.
Right? And I'm like, this doesn't fucking happen this way. And that always pisses me off.
The only way it happens is with regards to like working in like entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, because everything's connected in entertainment. But we're talking about like intrapersonal relationships that everybody seems to have these ties with.
This is in this one, there's a Chinese immigrant who's here illegally, and she has a baby, and she can't afford to feed the baby, and the baby's just crying and crying and crying. So she leaves it outside of a fire station in like Cincinnati. Okay. Well, guess what? The woman, the artist lady, Kerry Washington's character, happens to work at the Chinese restaurant with this woman in Shaker. So they know each other. This is a year later. Kerry Washington knows Reese Witherspoon's character, and she like kind of does like housework for her every once in a while. Reese Witherspoon's character knows another lady who just happened to be having fertility problems. Oh, and guess what? That baby that got lost outside of the fire station was adopted by this lady. And when Kerry Washington's character finds that out, oh, the shit hits the fan.
So what does Kerry Washington's character have to do with any of this shit?
She kind of just, it doesn't really.
It's none of her goddamn business, is it?
No, it's not. But she's like, I found it, and now this other woman's like, my baby, I'm gonna come get it. And she like storms in, and
she didn't leave her baby. It was Kerry Washington didn't leave her baby. It's her
friend. It's her coworker. But she tells the coworker, she's like, I know this is your baby, and so the coworker like storms this woman's house and is like, my baby. And then there's a court case where Reese Witherspoon's husband, played by Joshua Jackson, very well, by the way, just happens to defend them in the court case. It gets too intertwined and tangled. And I hate when shit like that happens. I'm like, can't you just have a character that nobody knows?
Yeah, right.
Like, can't it just be like, oh, that the lawyer we hired isn't the Reese Witherspoon's husband, also our friend for years?
He was.
Wouldn't that be a conflict of interest? I don't know. Whatever.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Shit like that pisses me off. So yes, it was good. Also, no, it wasn't.
Fair enough.
I listened to a lot of Dua Lipa lately.
Dua who?
Dua Lipa. She's a singer. She's British.
Dua Lipa. I'm not hip.
No. I appreciate her because she actually has like an alto. I'm like, oh, wow, that's nice. Not one of those crazy Ariana Grande sopranos. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Been doing that.
I've been listening to the same shitty 20 songs I've been listening to my entire life.
Good job. Yeah. I do that too.
I don't progress musically as much, with the exception of maybe just getting a hankering to hear like a certain genre. Like last year, I wanted to listen to some. I got just a bug up my ass to want to watch more. Find out to track down some Headbangers Ball, but. You know, and ended up being a thing where I was like, oh, I could find these songs now. You know, I can track these songs down. I can listen to them. I can watch them or whatever. I can watch these videos and, that's kind of what I did, but that's like, as far as like discovering new, new sounds, from new artists, I mean, I'm certain that if I gave myself the time and the patience to do so, yeah, I'd probably find some stuff I liked that was, current, that some kids are, putting out now that are just making it work. But that's not me.
Meh.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back for the book for this week.
Batman Nightcast, a thrilling new podcast from the Fire and Water Podcast Network, hosted by Ryan Daly
and Chris Franklin. Nightcast chronicles the Cape Crusaders' adventures in Batman and Detective Comics after Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Highlights from this legendary era include
Batman number 400,
Legends,
Mike Barr and Alan Davis,
Batman Year 1,
Batman Year 2,
Max Allan Collins,
ugh,
the new Jason Todd,
ugh,
Millennium,
you're not doing this right, let me take over, Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle.
Alan Grant from Jurassic Park?
Did you hear me say Norm freaking Brayfogle?
Oh yeah,
Son of the Demon,
The Killing Joke,
A Death in the Family,
Batman Year 3,
A Lonely Place of Dying,
Alan Grant, Alan Davis, Max Allan Collins. Why are there so many people named Alan from this era of Batman?
The Rise of Tim Drake,
Legends of the Dark Knight.
and that's just up until 1989.
Did anything exciting happen with Batman after that?
You'll have to tune in to find out.
Batman Nightcast, part of the Fire and Water Podcast Network.
Find it on iTunes and at fireandwaterpodcast.com.
Oh, we forgot to mention your favorite issue, when Batman fires Dick Grayson.
You want to find another co-host?
All right, we're back here in our worst collection ever with our book for this week. It is Comics Greatest World, Out of the Vortex, number 1, from October 1993. This is from our quarantine pile from Mile High Comics.
Yes.
We went through a bunch of these books, and we continue on with a non-DC, non-Marvel book.
Dark Horse book.
It's a Dark Horse book, which this may be... No, I want to say maybe it might be like our first Dark Horse, but I'm pretty sure we did something else. Like I know like the Batman Alien would have been something
Yeah.
we would have we would have covered. That might have been from Dark Horse, or at least a joint venture.
Right.
But this is something, at least it's been a while, and this is very much a 90s product.
Oh yes.
I'm trying to think of like my relationship to like these kind of comics, the Dark Horse comics. I never really read any Dark Horse comics.
Yeah, no, I have no relationship to them.
I just never got around to getting into it. Again, I still can't think today of like something that I'm like, man, I really missed out reading those kind of things. Like, I guess Hellboy would be something like that. I don't feel like I'm missing out by not reading Hellboy, at least me personally.
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
I mean, I've seen the movies.
Sure.
At least that new one. That wasn't very good.
No.
But yeah.
That was dumb.
But this particular book, it's got a nice shiny title.
Uh-huh. Looks like a coloring book, as you said before.
On the cover. So the cover has I guess it's his main character. I don't really know what his name is. He's more or less.
It's kind of just Vortex, isn't it?
They refer to him as like Vortex. They also like the guys that are fighting him are referring to him as Heretic.
Yeah, but I think that's not his name. I think they're calling him a heretic.
Right. And then they're also, but he's just basically an alien.
Yeah.
That came out of the Vortex. Hence the title, Out of the Vortex.
Right.
And, but the way that it's colored, this particular issue on the cover, it looks like it's not finished. Which
I can see that.
Like if you buy like a coloring book, like one of those Marvel coloring books, like it'll have like on the cover, it'll have like, something that's kind of in the process of being colored. And this kind of just feels like that.
Yeah.
And so you have aforementioned alien. We'll just call him Vortex.
Yeah, I'm assuming his name's Vortex.
And he's got like a Mr. Sinister kind of cowl thing going on. Mm-hmm. But he's got this bodysuit in the middle. He's got an eye, like a red eye. And he's got this. I mean, it's a pretty cool suit. I mean,
it is actually pretty cool.
It looks good. But it's again, I just skimmed this over before we started.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was misunderstanding this book. Granted, when I was reading this book, I was like half asleep.
Oh, well, that's not going to help you.
Yeah, I kind of was dozing off. I was
Pulling
like,
me.
Yeah, it was kind of like Sunday or something like that when I was like just reading. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to read some of these non-Marvels and see what's good, that we got coming up. And this one, I mean, I was already tired to begin with, but
yeah,
kind of missed out. But after reading through it, I'm like, oh, this makes different. It makes a bit more sense now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I mean, as much sense as it's going to make for something that I've never read before. But on the cover here, we got this the Vortex guy, and he's doing some power stuff in his hands, and he's flanked on both sides by I thought these were the good guys.
Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah. No, they are
I
not.
don't think they are. I don't
They
really
are
know
not.
what they are, actually. I don't know if they're bad guys or they're just people that showed up. No, they're to.
I think they're there to stop him because I think they're from his home planet.
Okay.
That is my understanding.
And these guys.
I could be wrong.
And these guys are wearing. What would you describe they're wearing?
They kind of look like Spartans-ish dudes.
Okay, Spartans.
Because they've got like a, the head thing, kind of like a Roman soldier-ish type of thing going on with the head
Right.
piece. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
They got ponytails.
Yeah.
They're sticking out of their headpieces, and they're wearing some sort of red or purple tunics.
Yeah.
And they're carrying what appears to be Legos, or not Legos, Eggos. Eggos on sticks.
Yeah, kind of like an Eggo on a stick. It's just a circle.
So they're like, hey.
Or like
It's a film reel.
A film reel, a gear of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah. Or an Eggo.
Or an Eggo.
They're gonna hit.
They're not. They're more
Eggos.
round than waffle. I would say.
More round than waffle. That's my life story.
I'm definitely more round than waffle.
So the story of this is
Not
called,
full of dents. Well, I am full of dents, actually.
I'm full of nooks and crannies.
Better for syrup.
Put syrup on me. Or use butter.
Put syrup on me. The Jen Stansfield story.
Or maybe put some blueberry compote.
I am delicious with whipped cream.
Yes. The story is called From the Maelstrom. My half asleep reading of this last time, I focused on, like, it's the first thing you see, first thing that's written here, it says Cinnabar Flats, Nevada. And I was like, Cinnabar.
See, when I read, so I'm glad you also picked up, because when I was reading this, not half asleep, Cinnabar to me sounds like a fancy gym. It'd be like,
Orange Theory.
Yeah, like go in a bar, except it'd be like Cinnabar or whatever. It'd be like, welcome to Cinnabar, where we like whatever. And it's like riding a fucking Peloton or some shit like that. It sounds like a fancy gym or like a cupcake place.
Or a high-end Cinnabon.
It's like a high-end cinnamon roll place.
Yeah.
That's like the new thing. You know how it was cupcakes for a while, and then it was like before that it was like macarons. Now it's going to be cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon rolls.
Just for like designer, like you can get all sorts of different kind of cinnamon gimmicks.
Yeah. And actually I would love that because I love cinnamon.
I would call it Cinnagimmicks.
I love cinnamon, so I'd be really happy.
So they're in Cinnabar, Nevada somewhere, and basically I'm assuming it's like a Area 51 type of place. And we get what's this girl's name? Eileen.
Sure.
Her name is she's a lieutenant.
Yeah, she works here. And basically we start with her
this
is number 1, right?
This is number 1, but I feel like there's something.
There must have been a 0.
Maybe good. I was wondering. I was like, I feel like we're not getting the whole story.
Yeah, because it just starts with like a bunch of like military dudes attacking the 2 Spartan-looking dudes who are like they're hovering. I'm assuming in a basement.
We're hovering some sort of.
We're in a I'm guessing in a basement because
they melted their way through.
Yeah, so wherever they came through a portal.
Yeah, whatever this portal, because this is where the vortex is coming out of.
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'm back."
Well, at first they're not really fighting him; they're like fighting these other guys.
I thought they're.
Yeah, no.
I feel like they're just standing off, and the soldiers are like, all right, let's fucking do something.
The soldiers are trying to fight whatever's going on, but like the Spartan-looking guys are just like, oh, we have to just hold this force field because we're trying to get this heretic, who's the guy with the eye on him. And they're like, well, don't fight back. And it's like, but we have to, or they're going to penetrate our defenses or whatever. And there's like a congressman there.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to call these guys because they got names, but they're like weird names. Like one guy's named Paymon, and Another one's called like Rim Job or something.
Actually, that's exactly what I thought his name was, and I'm not kidding.
Ribbon, but I'm like,
yeah, I was like, oh, Rim Job. Hey, what's up?
I was like, oh man, Rim Job and
everyone's favorite guy, Rim Job.
Gary Payton. I don't know.
It's Rim Job.
Rim Job and Gary Payton.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're this payment guy because the Spartan guys are like, hey, watch out for this Vortex guy. We're not the bad guys. He's the bad guy.
Right.
And they attack him.
And of course they're like, fuck it. We're just shooting everybody.
Well, Vortex just jobs a few of these guys out.
Right.
And then he shoots a beam so strong that it shoots out of the Earth's atmosphere. And we catch a glimpse of this spaceship where I think this girl's name is Jakan.
Oh yeah, this part's weird too because I was like, wait, what?
She's like, she's manning the ship and monitoring this, just via audio about what's going on Earth. And she's like, hey, why don't you fall back? And then she really can't get a hold of them because things are so hectic down there. And I think she decides she's going to fly into the Earth. She's going to come and check it out. So that's the last we see of her.
Yeah, so I'm sure she'll be around later.
But now we got the soldiers. We got a bunch of like regular infantry guys or as lieutenants or whoever. They're just plainclothes things. And then we have like a dude in a robot suit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He kind of looks like not Iron Man, but more like War Machine.
Yeah, but like a really bulky, like
a shitty War Machine.
Yeah, like if you went to like the dollar store and you're like,
yeah,
it's War Machine.
You're like, how can I build a War Machine out of shit at the dollar store?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you could buy War Machine with 2 R's.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where you end up with what you end up with is this dude.
Yep.
So. And so basically the Spartans are like, the stupid humans are back and they're going to attack us. So let's try to do something again with our Eggo energy sticks.
Eggo sticks.
And they launch an assault on Vortex and nothing happens. But since they're, the force field is, still up, the humans can't get through to it. So here comes this dude in the robot suit, and this guy fucking eats it.
Oh, absolutely,
he just gets shredded because the Spartans are like, dude, stop it.
Yeah.
Could you not?
Could you stop?
Can we just rip you apart?
Yeah.
You asked for it,
right?
So this is where the congressman shows up.
Oh yeah, because he's like where they're being invaded, and what's her name again?
Eileen.
Her superior's like, Eileen, take the congressman and get him the fuck out of here. And she's like, no, my job is to be here with the men. And he's like, just fucking take the congressman and get out of here. So she kind of takes him halfway out.
And
and she's like, here, go. I'm going back for the guys. And he's like mad about it.
Well,
he's like, oh, fucking lady.
He's like, army lady ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm a boomer. Or whatever.
You pretty much, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to teach her a lesson." I'm like, "Oh,
I'll
yes,
inject this disinfectant into my veins.
Yeah.
I'll show her.
Yeah, I'll show her. I'll stand out here and fucking protest and get COVID-19. That'll show him."
What?
Ooh.
I didn't even know about COVIDs 1 through 18. Get her done.
That'll show. When I'm dead, it'll show them. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm like, why are you mad at her? She just saved you.
She's just like, look, go get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Go get some help.
Go get help.
Or whatever.
Good call, lady.
So Vortex continues to basically massacre
everybody.
Well, no, this is the thing. So he's massacring these Spartans, but the Spartans are laying waste to all the humans.
And the only reason but they weren't at first. The reason they're doing that is because the humans are like penetrating their defenses.
Well, I think they're making them lose this concentration of this force field.
Yeah, because I'm assuming they're trying to get this guy back to wherever the fuck he's from.
Right.
Okay. Whatever. And so that's their deal. So it's like a big old fight. Senator gets up to the top and he's like, hey, here I am doing this thing. Pretty much everybody dies.
Well, everybody that's in this portal area dies. But
except what's her face?
Except for this girl. Well, because then the congressman's like, all right, time to call Washington. And then the girl's like, all right, I'm going to like maybe jump in here and see if I can do something. But she just watches. And, this is where, because there's something where, the Spartan guy's like, he's like, yo, man, you like changed and you became like shitty.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, like
I've always been awesome.
I've exploded and, I've been falling through dimensions for 1,000 years. And
that's gotta be rough.
Yeah. But I became a vortex and now I've got all sorts of power and I'm ready to take shit, take y'all on. There's a word coming up here that I'm trying to figure out if it's actually a real word, but yeah. And this is, and we just get like another big power blast surge kind of deal. And, shit's going down outside and the girl, it's like a bunch of, there's this big vortex, like, starts vortexing, like sucking things in. And the girl is, she gets a hand.
She's like,
she gets a handle on one of those Eggos.
Yeah. Cause she's like the last one left. And like, she goes over to the Spartans and she grabs the Eggo on a stick, basically, and starts like swinging it at the Spartan guy. And that's when Vortex comes over and kills both of the Spartans.
No, this is the last Spartan left.
Oh,
This is the last Spartan left, and he grabs the Eggo, and then, man, that's the end of that. Well, I think that's the end. No, he basically uses just a big juicy explosion.
Yeah.
Because the Vortex is like, hey, get out of here.
Right.
You're not going to. I enjoy this. Human, depart this chamber. The energies that are about to be discharged here are not conducive to your existence.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when I'm in the toilet.
Jokes.
And then he says something to the Spartan guy. He says, "Damn you, deviant! I curse you in the name of the inutterable."
I'm assuming that's like whatever's going on their planet.
Inutterable 7? What is inutterable a word?
I don't think so. I think it's whatever's going on their planet.
Is that I'm trying to think of something that could mean like is that a like inutterable mean like you don't have?
I don't think it means anything. I think
nuts
it's
or nutter butters.
It's a made up word for like whatever their deity is or whatever. I think that's why they're calling him a heretic.
Oh no, the heretic's not saying that. The
Spartan. That's why they're calling him a heretic.
Yeah.
Whatever he's doing is against the inutterable.
Don't nut on me.
The guy who can't nut.
I can't nut.
It's the inutterable.
The Vortex is gonna nut on me.
Nope. Not anymore.
Yeah, so that basically ends up frying this last Spartan, and the army comes in. More infantry comes in. They're like, all right, well, let's shoot that guy. And
this is the part I don't get. So does she? Because there's a lot of fighting, and then all of a sudden there's like a lot of smoke, and then this big bubbly thing.
Well, what happens is, so she's like in the back, as they're about to shoot at the Vortex, and he's like, well, look, this is my place now, and you better get out of here because basically anything organic, is you can't get through.
Right.
I can knock away bullets. I can knock away your produce from Whole Foods.
Yeah, and that's always the worst part.
Yeah, so he's like, don't throw
expensive.
Don't throw that pomegranate at me.
Yeah, well, it's pretty expensive.
That $8 pomegranate.
Right.
But then he starts blowing a big bubble, like a big.
Yeah, that's where I was like, wait, where is this? Is it his bubble or is it? Because I thought it looked like she turned a lever, but maybe I'm.
Well, she does eventually because the bubble starts coming through, coming up, and like just some poor dude just gets smushed, his head smushed against the wall.
Yeah.
We don't see explosions, but yeah, so the bubble starts, coming through this base, and everybody's trying to make it to the to top side. And this is where the girl Eileen, she's like, what? I guess there's like prisoners or something, or
I guess I don't know,
or specimen, or I don't know what it is. But she's like, okay, look, let's, I'm gonna open this basement. I'm gonna open these. You guys all get out of here. And as she's doing that, that's where this bubble, is about to engross her. And then we cut to outside, and the bubble is taking over the whole base.
Yeah,
big ass bubble. and it just stops.
Right. And like she comes out of it though.
Yeah, she just comes out of it because Vortex comes out and she comes out of it behind him.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, I was like about to like job out to this bubble.
Right.
And he just kind of was like, Vortex was like kind of like, hey, you want to come inside the bubble?
Yeah. So she like escapes and they like throw. She gets out and he's like, hello, I'm here. By the way, this is my base now, so you all can go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourself.
Get out of my base.
Get out of my house.
And, because I got a lot of work to do. And they're like, well, the senator kind of shows up, or the congressman, or whoever the fuck this guy is. And he's like, well, I will be your communication. He's like, nope, I've already selected a communication person. It's this lady.
And he
like
lobotomizes her with his
Is that
eyes.
what he does? He like zaps her in the eyeball?
He does like a penance stare or some shit.
Yeah, I guess.
To her eyes, and he's like, yeah, this is my girl. We're gonna do you want to talk to me, you gotta go through her.
Pretty much. She's my secretary.
She's my space secretary.
Yeah.
Alien secretary.
See you guys later.
Coming to the CBS network this fall. Actually, I don't know if CBS would carry that. Maybe on CBS All Access.
Yeah, maybe. That's it. She's just kind of like left there, and he's like, all right, back in my bubble. Bye.
Well, this is where I was like, okay, I realized that he's the good guy, or he's supposed to be the good guy in some way. Because at the end, he's like, the Reaver Swarm is coming, and unless I could find a way to stop them, this lovely, clean planet, sure. Has he seen Hollywood Boulevard?
Have you seen Earth?
Have you seen Earth? Yo, dude, you even Earth?
Yeah, bro. Are you aware of Earth?
Bro, do you even Earth?
Yeah, it's like that guy on Twitter, his TikTok, where he's like talking about the aliens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, this planet is used. It's like, yes, it is.
Very much. We're using the hell out of it.
Oh yeah.
He says, this lovely clean planet you think of as yours will become just another cinder spitting in the void. I mean, we're kind of there now.
I mean, we're close.
I mean, I guess
everything's fucked, bro. Did you?
It's like, bro, you if you came around now, man, you'd be like, this place stinks.
Yeah, it's like diseased.
So I'm just gonna let the Reavers show up.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm gonna go on my ship.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sing out in this bubble, just watch some TV. Yeah.
Just wait.
I'm gonna watch Alien Secretary on CBS All Access.
Alien Secretary.
I'm gonna watch maybe some reruns of Married with Children. The Reavers are just gonna, take care of your business outside of all this.
I would hope they would have Married with Children in alien space.
Yo, bro, do you even Alien with Children or Aliens with Children? Aliens with Children.
I'd watch Aliens with Children. Somebody get on that.
Just a bunch of just a bunch of gross aliens and like kids living with them. Be like, come on. I want to go outside, hang out with my friends, Alien Dad.
Alien Dad. I'd watch that.
I guess it would be like American Dad, but like they're all Roger. Except for for Roger, who's now a kid.
Oh, I'm a kid.
or a teenager or something. But that's how this ends. And next month, Destroyer of Worlds, I guess. We even have a mailbox. Because I guess this is like an ongoing series. The Comics Greatest Worlds, like an ongoing like anthology or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of mail. It's like 3 pages of mail.
There's like too much mail.
Yeah, way too much mail.
There's way too much mail for a book that I don't think anybody has ever
Did
read.
you look and see how long this lasted?
No, I didn't. I didn't really research.
We're going to guess it didn't.
I mean, I guess it was a 90s thing, but it's not around now. It's no Spawn.
It's no Spawn. That's the metric we're going to measure things against. But it's not Spawn.
Yeah, but we got all sorts of people. We got a dude from Sweden writing in here, man.
And he's like, I have not read the comic in which my letter will appear.
I just found an address to America.
Yeah, I just sent it.
And I just sent it out. Hope for the best.
Dear America, what's it like not to have universal health care?
In Sweden, we have
better shit.
We have the Swedish bikini team.
Is that still a thing?
Meatballs. What?
Is that still a thing? The Swedish bikini team?
I don't know.
I mean, I know meatballs are still a thing.
Are meatballs still a thing?
Or do meatballs still exist? An investigation.
I don't know. We haven't been outside.
That's true. true. I haven't been outside in so
They
long.
might not be eating meatballs. People have decided. People have given up on compacting meat into spheres.
That's true. They've stopped putting meat in sphere form.
We're just looking at loaves of meat, just be like,
Question mark?
Question mark? Does this even exist anymore?
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I'm gonna say when we get out back into the world after this quarantine, it's gonna be our job to bring back the meatball.
It is.
The Meatball Cafe, sadly, down the street, may not exist anymore.
It probably doesn't.
Probably doesn't. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for Comics Greatest World, Out of the Vortex #1 from October 1993. Do you care to find out what's going on in the future?
No, not really.
Vortex books?
Not particularly. No.
No, I don't either. I would not be reading this if we didn't get this in a pile of comics that we committed to reading.
Right.
I do like the design of this character.
I was going to say his outfit's not bad. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I think we're missing something because I don't really understand why this guy's here and da-da-da-da, and I don't really want to wait around to find out.
Well, we should have read issue 0, I guess.
Yeah, or whatever, because you said that this is like an ongoing thing, not this series.
If this is the first story of which we're seeing,
yeah, but I'm
it's
thinking...
a weird way to start.
What is it called? It's called Out of the
Vortex. It's like the I think whatever version of it's not like an ongoing, like the series itself isn't ongoing, but they just release like stuff. I don't know, I guess,
because I was going to say, do you think that maybe the seeds of it are in another book?
Possibly.
That's what I was trying to say.
But yeah, I'm not interested in this. I wouldn't really care. But,
Nope.
But that's what it was for this week, and that is our episode for this week. Thank you for listening. Please stay safe, stay indoors, wash your damn hands.
Yeah.
And
you
take care of yourself.
Wait, we still have to do where you can find you.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
Because you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Angry Hero Sean.
And I'm at Jen Stansfield on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on Facebook, Worst Collection Ever. And email the show that we might one day actually check it at worstcollectionever@gmail.com.
And please rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts and anywhere you get this podcast. And tell your friends. And hopefully, maybe as soon as this weekend, we will film another video of me going through my action figures.
Yeah, we got to actually do that.
Yeah, it's been a minute that we've done it, but I still have plenty of figures to go through.
Good.
I'm not even near. I'm nowhere near done my toy biz.
I know.
There's a lot.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about.
So much.
So, but if you want to see those previous videos, you can find them on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Just go back and on our posts, and you can see them. It's worth your time because I have cool action figures. All right, folks. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.